Hello children, let's start The Merchant of Venice, Act 2, Scene 2. In Scene 1, we have read that Portia, she was just there, she was just talking to Nerissa regarding the suitors. Suitors were coming to choose the Portia, and she was just giving the description to Nerissa regarding those suitors. Now, Act 2, Scene 2 is just taking place in the city of Venice. Enter Launcelot. Launcelot is a clown. He is a comedian in this play. So he is there in Venice. Launcelot is a servant of Shylock. Certainly, my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew, my master. Launcelot is just thinking to leave the service of Shylock. Shylock is Jew and he is the master of Launcelot. Launcelot is just planning to leave the service of Jew or Shylock because he does not like him. The find is at mine elbow. He says, see, I am just talking about this devil, and devil is just near to me, near my elbow, and tempts me, and he always tempts me, and he always just keeps telling me. He says, Gobbo Launcelot. This is the surname of Launcelot. Gobbo Launcelot. Gobbo, good Launcelot, or good Gobbo, or good. Because this devil, or because this Jew or Shylock, he keeps saying him that you are very good Launcelot. So that's why he is unable to decide to leave him. He is just always saying him or keep motivating him by saying that Launcelot is a good man. Launcelot, Gobbo, use your legs, take the start, run away, my conscience says. But Launcelot, Gobbo's conscience says that he should not just stay with this Shylock, and he should leave his service. And he says he gives the order to his leg, let's you just run away from here. No, take heed, honest Launcelot, take heed, honest Gobbo, or as aforesaid, honest Launcelot, Gobbo, do not run. But his conscience is saying, you just leave the service of this Shylock, and another way he is just saying, you are honest Gobbo, so you should not leave him, you should not run away. Is gone running with thy heels. Well, the most courageous find bids me pack. Via says the find, away says the find. For the heavens rouse up a brave mind, says the find, and run well my conscience. He says that Shylock says to me that you should not run away, you should not go, and my mind and my conscience says you should just pack and you should just go away from this devil and run from here. Well, my conscience hanging about the neck of my heart says very wisely to me, my honest friend Launcelot, being an honest man's son. And he says, my heart says that if you are an honest son, if you are honest friend, so you should leave from here, you should run away from here. Or rather, an honest woman's son, if you are a honest son of a one honest woman, then you should run away. Well, my conscience says, Launcelot, budge not, says the fine, budge not. But this Jew man, my master, he says you should not move here, you should not move from here. Budge means move. Says my conscience say, I you counsel well, fine say I you counsel well, to be ruled by my conscience. He is having dilemma in his mind what to do. He should run away from this place or not. I should stay with the Jew, my master. He says I should live with my Jew master, who, God bless the mark, is a kind of devil. The God has just given him this quality that he is a kind of a devil. And to run away from the Jew, I should be ruled by the find. And he says that if I just run away from this Jew, I should be ruled by the find. This man will be ruling me, this devil will be ruling me if I'll not run away. Who saving your reverence is the devil himself. And he says, who is just protecting you? He is the devil himself. The person Jew, Shylock, is in the form of human. He is devil. Certainly, the Jew is the very devil incarnation, and in my conscience, my conscience is but a kind of hard conscience to offer to counsel me to stay with the Jew. The find gives the more friendly counsel. I will run, find my heels are at your commandment. And he says, I am ready to just move from here, and I will run, find my heels are at your commandments. And he says, my heels, my feet are just on your commandment, on my conscious commandment. As my conscience allows me, I will move away from here, I will run. Enter old Gobbo with a basket. Launcelot is the son of a Gobbo, and his full name is Gobbo Launcelot, and the name of his father is Gobbo. Gobbo comes in between. When he was just talking to himself, the Launcelot was just discussing in his mind. Gobbo says, Master, young man, you, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jews? Gobbo asks to Launcelot, where is the way to Master Jew? Where is the house of Master Jew? Gobbo is a little blind person. After many years, he is just looking to Launcelot, because Launcelot was just serving to this Jew, and he was living apart from the Gobbo, and Gobbo has just become slightly blind also. So he does not identify, he does not recognize the Launcelot. So he asked him that, young man, where is the house of Master Jew? Because he just wanted to see the Launcelot himself in the house of Master Jew. That's why he was asking the place of Master Jew. Launcelot aside, O heavens, this is my true begotten father, who being more than sand blind, high gravel blind, knows me not. I will try confusions with him. Launcelot says, oh, this is my father. He has just forgotten me, and he has just left me from much more years back, and he has just slightly blind also. I will just make him confused. I will just, because Launcelot is a kind of a person who makes comical scenes. So he says, I will just make a confusion with my father, Gobbo. Master, young gentleman, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jews? And again he asks, where is the house of Master Jew? Launcelot says, turn up on your right hand at the next turning, but at the next turning of all on your left. Marry at the very next turning, turn off no hand, but turn down indirectly to the Jew's house. And he says, if you will just going to the right hand, take a next turn, at the next turn off on your left, marry at the very next turning. And you just, I swear the blessed Mary is a virgin, she is the mother of Jesus Christ. So he takes the swear of Mary, and he says, once you will be just turning to your next turn, you will find the house of Jews in front of you. Gobbo, by God's sonneties, it will be a hard way to hit. Can you tell me whether one Launcelot that dwell with him or not? Gobbo says, by God's saints. By God's saints, those who are the good persons, those who are the saints. He says, it will be hard to find me out the house of Jew, Master's Jews, if you will be help me out to just search his house where the Launcelot lives under the service of this Jew. I just want to know that house. Launcelot, talk you of young Master Launcelot aside, mark me now will I raise the waters. Talk you of young Master Launcelot. Launcelot says to that, talk you of young master, you are just talking to the Launcelot himself. Mark me now, you just identify me now. He says all these things aside. He does not say in front of him, and he says, now will I raise the water. This way, if I'll be just talking to you, if I'll just inform you that I am the Launcelot, you will be having waters or tears in your eyes. Talk of young Master Launcelot. If you are just talking about the Launcelot, young master, young is the Launcelot and Gobbo is the old one. No master, sir, but a poor man's son, his father, though I say it is an honest, exceeding poor man, and God be thanked well to live. Gobbo says, no, he is not a master, he is the son of a poor man, because he thinks himself that he is also poor man. He says but he is the son of an honest man. God be thanked well to live. I'll be thankful to God if he is alive. Launcelot, well, let his father be what a will. We talk of young master Launcelot. Launcelot said, well, let his father be whatever he is. He says, whatever his father, let it be. We are talking about the Launcelot today. Gobbo, your worship's friend and Launcelot, sir. Gobbo says, your young friend Launcelot. He is just like you, so he is like your friend. Launcelot is young, I am just talking about that. Launcelot, but I pray you, ergo, old man, ergo, I beseech you. Ergo means therefore, but I pray you, I request you, therefore, old man, I beseech you, I request you, talk you of young master Launcelot. You are just talking about the Launcelot, Gobbo. Yes, of Launcelot, and please your mastership. And he says, if you know him, I am just talking about Launcelot. Ergo, therefore, Master Launcelot, talk not of Master Launcelot, father for the young gentleman, according to fates and destinies, and such odd saying, the sisters three, and such branches of learning is indeed deceased, or as you would say in plain terms, gone to heaven. Launcelot says, therefore, you are referring to Master Launcelot. You are just talking about the Launcelot, Master Launcelot. Do not speak about Master Launcelot, old gentleman. The young man, according to his face, he says that this young man, this Launcelot, he talks about him, that he, according to his fate, destiny, or these kind of such things. These are the three sisters of ancient Greeks, he says. These are the three sisters of ancient Greek, means fate, destiny, and these kind of odd sayings. So these things are just, and other branches of learning is dead. Or to say in plain words, if I can say in a simple words, has gone to heaven. Everything has just finished, have gone to heaven. Gobbo, marry, God forbid. The boy was the very staff of my age, my very prop. Gobbo says, oh God, Mary. Mary is the mother of Jesus. He says, by the Virgin Mary, may God for this to happen. It should not be happen. That boy was very staff. Staff was the kind of a support to me. He said that in my old age, he was my support, my very prop. He was my property. He was the support of my life. Launcelot. And Gobbo says to him, you should not say that he has just gone to heaven. Launcelot, aside, do I look like a cudgel or a hovel post, a staff or a prop? Do you know me, father? Now Launcelot says, do I not look like your cudgel? Cudgel means support, or a hovel post. Hovel post is also a kind of a wooden stick. So he says, I am not your prop, I am not your support. Do you know me, father? Gobbo, alack the day, I know you not, young gentleman, but I pray you tell me, is my boy, God rest his soul, alive or dead? Then Gobbo says, alas, with sadness he said, the day I do not know you, young man, but please tell me, where is my son? May God give him peace, whether he is alive or dead. Launcelot, do you not know me, father? Gobbo, alas, sir, I am sand blind, I know you not. And he says, I am blind, totally blind, I cannot see you. Launcelot, nah, indeed, if you had your eyes, you might fail of the knowing me. It is a wise father that knows his own child. He says, father, if you were having your eyes, even though you could not recognize me, only a wise father can know his child. Well, old man, I will tell you news of your son, but I am just going to tell you about your son. Give me your blessings. And he kneels down. Truth will come to light, murder cannot be hid long. He says, one day truth comes out in a light, and murder cannot be hid for a long time. A man's son may, but in the end truth will out. If a man's son is there, but in the end he will know the truth. Gobo, pray you, sir, stand up. I am sure you are not Launcelot, my boy. Gobo says, I don't think so that you are my son. You please stand up. Launcelot, pray you, let's have no more fooling about it. But give me your blessing. I am Launcelot, your boy. That was your son, that is your child, that shall be. And Launcelot said, I pray you, and I have no more to fool you. I am not going to fool you. I am not going to confuse you anymore. I am your son, Launcelot, your boy, your son, your child that shall be. I am your son. I am always your child. Go, boy, I cannot think you are my son. Launcelot, I know not what I shall think of that, but I am Launcelot, the Jew's man. He says, I don't know what to tell you about myself. I am Launcelot, and I am the servant of the Jew's man. And the servant of the Jew man means the Shylock's man, and I am sure Marjorie, your wife, is my mother. This is the name of Launcelot's mother and Gobo's wife. So he says, I am the son of your wife, Marjorie. She is my mother. So you should recognize me. Gobo, her name is Marjorie indeed. I will be son. If thou be Launcelot, thou art mine own flesh and blood. He says, yes, my wife's name is Marjorie. Indeed, I will be son. I can take a swear. If thou be Launcelot, if you are a Launcelot, thou art be mine, flesh and blood, then you are just my son. Lord worshipped might he be. What a beard hast thou got. Thou hast got more hair on thy chin than Dobbin, my Phil horse, has on his tail. He says, how much you have changed, how much hair you have now in your beard. You have lots of hair on your chin rather than my horse Dobbin's tail. Launcelot, rising, he gets up. It should seem then that Dobbin's tail grows backward. I am sure he had more hair of his tail than I have of my face when I last saw you. Launcelot says to Gobo that it means that Dobbin's tail is just growing very less. Once I just last saw him, his tail was just full of hair, but now you are just comparing that my hair are more than Dobbin's tail. So it means his tail is just growing very less. Again he makes comical dialogues here. Gobo, Lord, how art thou changed? How dost thou and thy master agree? I have brought him a present. How agree you now? Now Gobo says, how much you have changed, how are you and your masters, how you are just doing together. I have brought a one present for him. Where is he? I just want to give him. If you are just agree is the short form of agree. Launcelot, well, but for mine own part, as I have set up my rest to run away. He says, well, on my side I am just deciding to run away from him, so I will not rest till I have run some ground. And he says, I will not rest till I will not just find my ground. I will not until I will not run away from here. My masters are very Jew. Give him a present, give him a halter. He says,